In this video, we are going to see how we can create the interactive dashboards in Google Sheets so that you can analyze and summarize the data into a visual form that is much more meaningful as compared to this raw data. Because right now we have the daily sales report for different items into different regions by different salesperson, but this data is very hard to consume because it is in a lengthy format. So what I will do is I'll summarize this into different figures so that we can easily identify the company's performance just by looking at that dashboard. So first of all, the step is to create a new sheet. I'll just click on the plus sign and just name it as dashboard. Hit enter. And then we will start adding our charts. And for the charts to be added, I need this menu. So just click on the insert and click on charts. And I can see this blank chart right here. But what we want to do is we want to add a card that shows the total. So instead of a column chart and all of these charts, I'll just scroll down and I'll just click on the scorecard chart. Just click on this. And here we can see that this is showing kind of an error or a requirement that you need to select the data for this section. So all we need to do is just click on the select data range and just go to the data tab and select the complete column from here. Notice it will show you the sheet reference along with the column name. Click OK and make sure it shows the total correctly. And basically if we check onto this, 3,300 is basically just the sale for the first transaction. It's not the aggregation of all the sales. So just double click, you will see this again. Click on aggregate function and you want to click on sum, and now it shows the correct total. Let's check it back. It's something like 4.19 million. So if we select this, we will see the total down here. All you have to do is just select the whole column and you will see this little card which shows the total. So let's head over back to our dashboard. You can reduce the size according to your dashboard, whichever looks pretty. But since this is a very big number, what I will do is I will summarize this into millions by just taking commons as zeros. So just double click on it and click on customize. Here we just head over to the key value and the scale factor is set to default, but we will set it to millions. Like you can see here, 1 million, or thousands. You can take that thousands as common. And also it only shows 4 now. So what about this 4? It's not very clear. You want to mention something like 4 million, M for million. So in the number format, what we choose is the custom format. You can add a prefix before that, sales, and suffix can be M. So 4 million sales. This looks nice. And we can head over back to this area. In the prefix, we can also put a colon sign, and we can also say total sales like this. So whatever you like, you can mention it here. And what we can also do is, instead of mentioning it here, if we go to customize and we go to the key value, we remove the prefix from here. What we can also do is just head over to the customize tab and click on chart and access titles. And here in the title text, you just mention total sales and it will show up like this. So I think this looks much better than the earlier one. And now you can resize it and place it anywhere you want. And now let's insert the line charts. So although we can do that in the pivot table, that we can combine it by months, even though we have the data by dates, but let's just say that if we want to do it with a formula, because we want to learn the formula as well, right? So let's insert one new column and just write here months. Now I'll use an array formula here. Just write array formula, press tab. You don't need to write it fully. And then we will use the text function. So whatever you mention in the text function, it will be converted right away. Just remember that whenever you are trying to add a formula, write the formula. You don't need to complete it fully. If you see this addition, just press tab. And after that, the bracket will automatically open. But if you want to use another formula within that, you just don't remove the bracket. Within that formula starting point, you add a new formula and simply press tab. Why I'm always advising you to press tab? Because sometimes you forget to start the bracket and that can cause issue. So the number is basically this one. What do we want to extract, and in what format? We want to extract the months. So all we have to do is just press double quotations. Notice that we don't mention it like this. We just hold the shift key and then press the double quotation marks and write MMM, the short form of month, close the double quotes and close the bracket as well, but it will automatically close it for you even if you don't. Suggested autofill is here. Let's continue with it by autofilling it. Also, we want to use the format painter, right? Because as we can see, the other table is formatted in a certain way, but this one is not formatted altogether. So what we do is just select the parallel column which has the correct formatting. Choose this one as a sample. Select this, choose the paint format, and it will highlight it. Now, on whatever column you click, it will be formatted in the same way, like this. So that's it. Now we want to insert a line chart into our main sheet, that is dashboard. And just like before, you can stay on the dashboard and insert the chart from here. So click on insert, click on the charts, and this time we will use the line charts, which is this one. And in the data range, we will just select two parameters. We'll just go to the data, and in my case, we will choose the months and hold the control key and the sales amount. So there are two ranges selected automatically. And for the x-axis, just press OK after that. Just make sure you press OK, otherwise the changes will not be made. And don't worry about this one right now, because we are just going to adjust it in a moment. And in the x-axis, we choose months. And after that, just click on this magic button, which is aggregate, and you can instantly see your chart. And in this series, you just select the sales amount. And now you just resize it however you want, and you can just place it on your graph. And also, if you want to start it from a certain point, we have noticed here that there is no data points of 100 or 200,000. So let's remove that altogether. Just double click on this, go to the setup, or actually go to the customize. And from customize, if you scroll down, you will see the vertical axis, which is this one. And we scroll down, we will select the number that should start from 250,000 and it should end on 500,000. Close, and we are good to go. Now we can resize it, place it anywhere we want. Let's say I want it here. Okay, let's head over to the third one, and the third one is the table chart, and that is a very interesting report. What we can easily do is, from all of this raw data, we want to find the total for each region. We can easily do this and present it into numbers. It's very interesting. What you have to do is just click on insert and click on chart from here. And from the chart type, just scroll all the way down to the bottom where we see this table chart. Click on this once, and it will be inserted like a blank one. For the data range, if you want to select the data from the main sheet, what you have to do is just click on this select data range option for once. And once we have this, click on the data tab. And now we have, let's say I want to check the region wise sales. So let's select the regions and hold the control key, and then we select the sales amount. Notice that it will add two ranges here. Click OK. What we have noticed that although it shows the total, but it is showing it two times. Also, the total doesn't look correct. So after that, we just simply need to aggregate this and see the magic. The totals are shown here. After that, you want to resize this. You can resize it however you want. You can even reduce the size of it to fit it properly anywhere you want. So pretty cool, right? So it is already looking like a dashboard which shows the summary of the overall performance, but let's make it interactive so that whenever we click on certain buttons, it should change the results according to that. And that is a very interesting feature. We'll now insert slicers. I'll just go to the data and click on create or add a slicer. And in the data range, what I will do is just go to the data tab and select the range all the way from the right to the left. Make sure you select all the data up to the bottom, or you can do it something like this, that you just click on this data range, you go in here, Control Shift right, Control Shift right, and Control Shift down. Click OK, and all the data is selected. It says select the columns first. So if we click or double click on it, you can filter it by anything you want. Let's say that we want to select the region wise sales. Here it's applied. If we just want to see Great Lakes, select this, click OK, and now we see the results. Similarly, we want to see the 2 sales, click on this and we get 2 million in sales. On our right, we can also see the results, but here we can see the line chart is a bit cut off from here. That's because we have selected the range and it should start from 250,000. So if you apply slicer, that should not be the case. So let's double click on it, click on customize, click on the vertical axis, and we just remove this from here, the lower and upper limit, and that should be it. Whatever we want to filter now, we can easily get the report of that. So you can insert as many slicers as you want. Click on data again, click on add a slicer, and this time let's say that we want the data is already here. There's another slicer over these rows with a different range. This slicer must use the same data range. Okay, I think this one is it. So click OK, because it shows you the recent ones. Select the columns, and this time we want it by item name. So here's an other slicer. And if you want to make it beautiful, what you can do is just go to customize and you can change it to any interesting color you want. Let's say this one, the text should be black, and even let's change the color of this one. Let's make this one green. So the text should be black and the background should be, let's say, green, something like this. And now we can select any particular product to see and analyze the sale of that only. Click OK, and we see the results. Similarly, let's head over to backpacks. Let's head over to ballpoints. So not only it is showing the result instantly, it is also filtering all the charts for you. So we have the sale of notebook, we have backpack, we have desk lamps and backpack. Combined sale is 3 million and it is being sold in these kind of regions. After that, if you want to make it interesting, you can just make it black to make it look like a complete dashboard. So that is some basics of how you can create the dashboards in Google Sheets. Just try this by yourself and I will see you in the next one.